Hello, I'm Reg Watson, Tasmanian historian and author, and I want to talk to you about the Tasmanian flag. The Tasmanian flag is a most beautiful flag, even though it was only officially proclaimed as our state flag in 1975. It has been with us for quite some time. It is complementary to our Australian national flag. Tasmanians are exhorted to fly the state flag as much as possible and as prominent as possible. The vast majority of Tasmanians are proud of their beautiful state flag. But let's look at our history of the flag. Responsible government was granted to Tasmania 1st of January 1856. It was also time for a name change from Van Diemen's Land to become the new British colony with self-internal government of Tasmania. It was not, however, until September the 25th, 1876, by proclamation from the then Governor, Frederick Weld, did the colony receive a flag. Between the years 1876 and 1975, the blue ensign containing the Union flag, more commonly called the Union Jack, in the left top corner with a line percent on a white shield on the fly, was used when representing the colony, then state. This was the original Tasmanian vessel flag. On December the 3rd, 1975, however, the Governor at the time, Stanley Burbury, issued another proclamation officially recognising the blue ensign with a line percent red on a white shield on the fly as the state flag. The Labor Premier, Mr Bill Nielsen, endorsed it. Tasmania, therefore, was the first state in Australia to officially recognise its own flag. It was also the first state to authorise the flag for general use. Consequently, it has only been of recent times that Tasmania has had its own official state flag that can be flown by all, including individual citizens. But what do the symbols represent? The Union flag, of course, as with the national flag, tell us of the origin of our state as a British colony, which was for many years part of the British Empire. Then, at the time of Federation, Tasmania became a state of Australia, which became a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations. Our parliamentary system and traditions follow closely that of Great Britain. The line percent represents the connection and loyalty to the Crown. Therefore, the heraldic symbols are not without significant meaning, indeed going back 800 years. In fact, the arms of William the Conqueror shows two lines percent guardant on a crown shield. Why the Union Jack? Union Jack contained the left upper quarter. It acknowledges the important settlement of Tasmania in 1803. The Union Jack appeared in the early 1600s when James VI of Scotland became James I of Scotland and England. Two crosses were designed for the flag, the diagonal white cross on a blue background, Scotland, St Andrews, and the cross of St George, England, which is a vertical red cross on a white background. The flag remained unchanged until Ireland became part of the kingdom in 1801. The symbol of Ireland was the cross of St Patrick, which is a red diagonal cross on a white background. The Union Jack remains much the same to this day, one of the most recognised flags in the world. But who were these patron saints of Scotland, England and Ireland? St George. We are aware of the story of St George slaying the dragon. It has deep symbolic meaning, with the forces of good, St George, destroying the forces of evil, the dragon. St George became the patron saint of England in 1277. St George was a Roman soldier who was martyred in the reign of Diocletian, Roman emperor, in AD 303 for his Christian faith. St Andrew. He was the apostle of the Bible who, in AD 69, was crucified on a diagonal cross, later known as the Saltire in heraldry, and was buried in Patras in Greece. A monk called Regulus took an arm bone and other portions of the saint's body, and after a stormy voyage he was wrecked on a rocky coast which turned out to be Scotland. The first record of the saltire of St Andrews being used in as the national emblem of Scotland was the end of the 13th century. St Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was born in AD 387. He was actually born in Britain and went to Ireland as a missionary, although not martyred and possibly therefore not entitled to a cross as his badge. Nonetheless, his profound influence to early Ireland was well known. Wales. Its main symbol is the dragon, and there is a feeling, and quite justifiably, that from some Welsh people, that their country's dragon symbol should be placed in the centre of the cross of St George on the Union Jack. Our Tasmanian flag, therefore, is ancient in its origins and full of heraldic meaning. It's a most attractive flag serving modern Tasmania. It is a flag of dignity, meaning and quality. It's a unique flag, purely Tasmanian. We Tasmanians have much to be proud of. We were the first colony to obtain responsible government, the first colonial government to adopt a constitution, and the first state to officially proclaim its own flag. Thank you.